I'm your Slocum23, joining me for My First Two Loves, Chapter 33, Come Together, Fall Apart. Before long, it was the day of the homecoming game. As I pulled on my cheerleading uniform for the first time since I ditched the squad, I couldn't help but feel the nerves. We had one last practice before the game started later in the afternoon. I had to make it count. I got to the field just in time to see Lauren slip from the top of the period, leaving Iris scrambling to break her fall. Lauren, run it again. If you forget the choreography one more time, Ava will have to find somebody better. The squad turned towards me with stunned faces, taking in my uniform and giant smile. Emma, you're back. You're not grounded anymore? Looks like the squad's gone to shambles. Hey, some of us have been doing fine, though I can't speak for everyone. Ava's been freaking out since you left, and Lauren couldn't stick the crown jewel if we superglued her there. I can hear you, Iris! Man, maybe stop slacking then. It sounds like the squad has spoken. You don't get to just waltz in here and decide that. Not after you turned your back on us and walked out of practice. She glared at me, but the fury in her eyes was tempered by something like longing too. She looked torn. Don't you worry about being the damn crown jewel. I'll do it myself. Shouldering past me, she stormed off, leaving the rest of us in shock. Ava, wait. I guess we're gonna chase. I traced Ava's steps to the girls' locker room, and when I pushed open the door, the sound of sobbing echoed off the walls. Ava, are you okay? Do I look okay? I bet you're eating this up right now. Why would you think that? Just don't. Don't start pretending you care about me now. Ava, I'm sorry about us. You're my best friend. I should have never betrayed you like that. We didn't. Thanks for saying that. I trusted you more than anyone, Emma. My heart heavy with guilt, I sat down beside her on the bench and wrapped an arm around her shoulder. For a second, she bristled at the unexpected touch, but then she leaned against me, laying her head against my shoulder. I honestly don't even mind that you're in the Mason anymore, Emma. As long as you didn't lie to me about it. And I was mostly mad you tried to steal him behind my back. This whole time I was scared to talk to you about him because I didn't want to hurt you. You're really okay with it if I keep seeing him? We're not seeing him, though. This is stupid. It's like your choices don't even matter at all. Yeah, I think I am. I want things to go back to normal with us. I've missed you so much. There's no way you've missed me as much as I've missed you. Having to talk about all my problems with Mac was a revelation. Ava looked up at me, her eyes still shining with tears. She was so beautiful. She even cried pretty. Is this where we suddenly fall in love with her, too? Emma, you say that, but you wouldn't understand. Huh? What do you mean? Forget it. It's nothing. She took a deep breath and then slowly stood, brushing the folds from her skirt. The crown jewel is yours if you want it. Yes, Ava, I knew you'd come around. Let's round the girls back up and kick some cheer ass, co-captain. I still had so many questions, so many things to say to her. I didn't know it then, but we'd get our moment later that week. But right now, we had halftime practice, or show to practice. As Ava and I made our way back to the squad, a frantic call came from the field, shocking me out of my thoughts. It's up. Football, it's coming straight at me. I just barely caught the ball as Noah ran over from midfield. Sorry about that, Coach's new plays aren't really, pedestrian-friendly. Hopefully he didn't see me almost murder you. A strange expression crossed Ava's face as her eyes flicked from mine to Noah's. I'll leave you two to it. Emma, we'll wait for you to come back before we start. As she jogged off, I lobbed the football back to Noah. How are you feeling about your chances with the starting quarterback spot? Noah let out a sharp bark of laugh, and I jolted in surprise at the outburst. He caught himself, taking in a deep breath. I need Coach to pick me. The scouts are showing up to watch the game any minute now, and I need a scholarship bad. It's my only shot at going to college. Who else is going to want to find the misguided youth who went to juvie? Noah tried to keep his composure, but I could see panic in his eyes. I wanted to show him that he wasn't alone. I reached out and touched his arm, keeping him in place. He looked up from my fingers, surprised. Emma, what are you doing? This. I slid my hand around to the nape of his neck and brought his lips down to meet mine. If our last kiss was electric, this one was a forest fire, hot, roaring, and burning down everything in its path. I felt desired, sexy, alive. Noah nipped at my bottom lip, coaxing my mouth open to slip his tongue in, and I held him and pulled him close. I couldn't tell where one of us stopped and the other began. It was raw, it was desperate, it was... a Casanova! The coach's voice broke the spell, and Noah and I pulled away, our hearts pounding. Get your ass over here. We might be able to nail this play before the game, unless you'd rather watch from the bench. Right, Emma, I gotta go. And I have a routine to practice. Good luck. On my way back to the cheer squad, I passed Mason, who was anxiously pacing as he studied a heavy playbook. You should really save your energy. There's a perfectly good bench right behind you. No way. It's bad luck. If I sit on the bench this close to Coach's decision, I'll be sitting on it for the rest of the season. The pressure must really be getting to you. You only get this superstitious when the stakes are high. Yeah, I count my entire future in jeopardy as high stakes. I'm so wired I can't remember a single play. How about I, help you study? I slipped the book from his hands and glanced over the formations before picking a complicated one. If Coach calls an option play, what choices do you have? I can take the ball and run, hand it off to the fullback, or throw to the halfback? Okay, it's all starting to come back to me. Everybody huddle up. We're running one last play before I decide who starting quarterback is. Looks like it all comes down to this later, Emma. Mason and the rest of the football team took their starting positions as I practiced with my squad. When I had the chance to take a breather, I looked over at them. Maybe I could fire up the guy I secretly wanted to get the spot. You got this, Noah. Poor Mason. God forbid you be his friend, too. Noah sprinted forward with renewed vigor. I had to tear my eyes away and resume practice, but I had a feeling my encouragement went a long way. Soon the bleachers filled with people, and it was time for the game to start. We stomped, shouted, cheered to rile up the fans before taking our positions on the sideline. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for East Ridge High Varsity Football Team! The boys rushed through a decorated banner with Noah at the front in the starting quarterback spot. Of course. Oh, Noah. He actually deserves it more than anyone, I'm just saying. The opposing team took the field, and straight away the game was rough. East Ridge quickly lost possession of the ball. And touchdown! Already these guys are like lightning. We need to start a cheer now. I hate to say it, but Lauren's right. If we don't raise the morale, this game will be over before we know it. I'm in. As co-captain, what do you think, Emma? The guys were panting for breath, their faces despondent. I knew Noah wanted this so bad to show off for the scouts, to show what he could do. This book is so bad. We had one good moment last chapter, and it all has gone to shit all of a sudden in this one. If we get the cheer crowd going, the team's gonna hear it. So, what are we cheering? How about a classic like Go East Ridge? I think we can do better. I was thinking We Got Spirit. Ooh, I like that. My idea was catcher, but you do you. Ava and I split the squad into two, and each claimed half the crowd. Anonymous Iris and Tony then launched into a cheer. We got spirit! We got spirit! We got spirit! Gradually, the crowd picked up the chant, and East Ridge fought their way back, forcing their opponent to try for a kick. We can't let them score any more points. How do we distract him? Let's chant, miss that kick! Emma, that's evil. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Everybody ready? The squad stilled, holding a collective breath until the kicker began to run towards the ball. As he pulled his foot back, I saw an opening. Miss that kick! The kicker did a double take, yet his foot barely grazed the ball. The ball rolled pitifully across the field. You jinxed me! Yeah, that's what I did. Play resumed, and the crowd cheered as loud as ever. We got spirit! We got spirit! The opposing team fumbled and Eastridge grabbed the ball as Noah took the field. The crowd began chanting his name. Noah! 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 Let's let him hear it. Let's bring home this win. Eastridge hiked the ball and Noah scanned the field before dodging left and sprinting towards the end zone. His teammates covered him, blocking the incoming defenders, and Noah flew right into the end, scoring a touchdown and tying the game up. The referee blew the whistle for halftime, and the team jogged off the field with their heads held high. If I wanted to see Noah, I only had a few moments before the halftime show began. I broke from the sidelines and raced after the guys, my eyes searching the sea of jerseys for one number in particular. Noah, do you even know his number? As I called for Noah, Mason nudged him before gesturing in my direction. Not just did he lose the girl, he lost the quarterback position, and also a friend apparently, because we haven't been a friend to him at all. Before I could say anything, Mason stalked off and Noah's eyes met mine. He rang. Noah. That last play was amazing. With a smirk, Noah confidently closed the distance between us until he was just an arm's length away. I can't take all the credit. Popeye's thing was spinach. Mine is hot cheerleaders chanting my name. Cheerleaders, a plural? Well, maybe one in particular. Noah stepped even closer until I had to tip my head to meet his eye. There was a magnetic pull between us, and I had to fight to hold my ground as he scanned my face. What are you doing here? I thought you'd be climbing the pyramid on the 50-yard line by now. We'll be in a few minutes. But first I want to do... congratulate you in person. My fingers found his arm in a move I desperately hoped was casual, even as my heart threatened to break free from my chest. After a touchdown like that, the scholarship is as good as yours, so congrats. Noah's eyes followed my hand as it trailed down his arm. My fingers grazed his gloved hand. Now, if only everything was that easy. Who said it's not? A rare smile crept across his face, and his eyes darted to my lips. My blood sailed through my veins at breakneck speed as he started to lean towards me. Is it just me, or is it getting hot out here? Hey, Chad, why don't you cough? All around us, his team started to wolf whistle and cheer, and I realized how close we were. My face flooded with warmth. I'd better get back. Halftime show's starting any minute. I won't keep you. Then, knock him out. I could feel his eyes on me as I sprinted back to the team, but I felt the urge to look back. I made it just in time. Family and friends, please put your hands together for the cheer squad at Eastridge. That's our cue. We took our places center field, and the music kicked on. The squad came to life on the field. Kick high, kick, round off, toe touch. Kick high, that's always been a thing. Ava matched me move for move while we flipped, jumped, and entertained the crowd. Emma, go. Show them what our crown jewels got. As I climbed on top of the formation, her hand was the one that held me steady as I stood head and shoulders above the field. Come on, Eastridge, let's hear it. I flipped from the top and stuck the landing. Ava smiled at me, and I knew it wasn't just for show. This was the moment I'd worked for since I was a JV cheerleader. I thought I'd feel ecstatic, maybe even enlightened somehow, but instead it just felt empty. Yep, said no one ever in this position. Emma, what's wrong? I don't know. I was finally standing at the same pinnacle my mom did all those years ago, but I didn't feel any closer to her. And just like that, the spotlight lost its appeal. The second the music ended, the squad raced to the sidelines and piled together in a group hug. We nailed it! It's good to have you back, Emma. So glad to have you back too, Ava. But I think I'm done with cheer. I quit. Oh, for the love of Jesus Christ. This book is so indecisive, and our character is so indecisive, and the writing is so bad, and just everything is just so jumbled and convoluted, and just a cluster F that it's just amazing that this is the same app, that this is the same company that we've all been reading this whole entire time. It seems like they're devolving. I swear to God. Like, I swear. Anyway, without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you like to support me and my content. And without further ado, thanks for watching once again, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.